happening live for the first time as Tinubu have finally agreed to go to court based on Nnamdi Kanu case. This have never happened in the history of Nigeria before. Tinubu never goes to court, and the reason why Tinubu wants to witness the next trial of Nnamdi Kanu is actually mind-blowing. It have got a lot of media uproar and all of that because Nnamdi Kanu actually listed out a lot of witnesses in the light of Wike and some other big politicians in Nigeria that they will be his witness in the court in the next trial. Now Tinubu have finally agreed to go to court to witness everything that is going to happen in the course of the trial. You will hear things for yourself in this very video. I'd like you to stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share the video, just want to share it. Share it to the social media platforms. Let it go viral, and if you can share it, just want to like it. Like the video as you're watching it. Give it a thumb up so that YouTube will recommend it for us. Just stay connected. I'll come back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG Watch TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
And boy, you should leave the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with LAJUPOG.
Tinubu is the modern day Afonja in Yoruba land, and he will destroy, because for his sake the Yoruba race will be in a very serious mess unless they abandon that idiot. I call him an idiot with every reason in the world.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome back to LAJUPOG Watch TV. For those of you that are coming across this channel due to this video you're watching, so that you won't miss out the next time in an upload, just want to click the red subscription button appearing on your video screen, and at the same time click the notification bell icon, click the bell icon, so that whenever we drop an new video in few hours time, YouTube will easily let you to know. Nobody ever expect the trial of Nnamdi Kanu to actually get a new turn. The trial of Nnamdi Kanu is actually getting a lot of international uproars and all of that. Now Tinubu have finally agreed for the first time to actually witness the next trial of Nnamdi Kanu in the court. So I'm going to be playing the full video for you to see everything the way it goes. So I would like us to stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share the video, just want to share it. Share to different social media platforms. Let it go viral. Let a lot of people get to know what's actually happening as far as Nnamdi Kanu case is concerned. This man recently and few hours ago, he newly escaped an assassination attempt in the DSS custody there. Let a lot of people get to know what's going on as far as this man matter is concerned, so that it won't just be poofed and be silent just like that. If you can't share the video, just like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. And if you're a true lover of Nnamdi Kanu, drop your love emoji for him at the comment section of this video. Drop a heart for him at the comment section. It's normally known that Nnamdi Kanu has sacked his lawyers and all of that. In fact, his leading lawyer was actually arrested in the protest that was organized by Suwore, the Operation Free Nnamdi Kanu protest. They arrested the leading lawyer of Nnamdi Kanu, and as the matter remains, it got a lot of international backlash to Nigeria judiciary and all of that. Now, Nnamdi Kanu defended himself in the court the last time, and he made it known to the general public that he's going to come up with some level of witness, and he listed out the number of witnesses that he actually wants, the people that he said they should come and be his witness in the law court. He listed out the names of Theophilus Danjuma, the former chief of army staff. He listed out the names of top Nigerian politicians in his list. Now Nnamdi Kanu is very fearless, and he made mention of 11 different Nigerian top stakeholders, and he made mention of Theophilus Danjuma, the former chief of army staff. He made mention of Toko Buratai, former chief of army staff from Nigeria as well. He made mention of Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the governor of Lagos State. He made mention of Hope Uzodinma, governor of Imo State. He made mention of Nyesom Wike, minister of federal capital. Wike have finally agreed to come and be a witness to Nnamdi Kanu in the court, and that's one of the reasons why Tinubu said he needs to witness that trial as well. He made mention of Okezi Ikweanzu, former governor of Abia State. He made mention of Dave Umahi, minister of works, and he made mention of Abubakar Malami, former attorney general of the federation. He made mention of Ahmed Rufai, immediate past director general of the National Intelligence Agency, and he made mention of Yusuf Bishi, former director general of the Department of State Service, the DSS, and lastly, he made mention of Oluwatosin Adeola Ajayi, current DSS director general. Those are the people that Nnamdi Kanu actually made mention of, that they will come and be his witness in the court in this next trial. Now, Tinubu have got a lot of information that many of these people are already agreeing to the fact that they will come and be a witness to Nnamdi Kanu in the lives of Wike. Now, a lot of prophecy is coming out to Tinubu that if Tinubu refused to allow Nnamdi Kanu to go from October 4th, this past October 4th, till a particular date, that Tinubu will actually prove that he will lose his life. And you can see that coups actually wanted to take over Nigeria, and you know there's no how coup will take over Nigeria. It will actually cause a lot of Nigerian politicians to lose their life in the process and all of that. But the coup was actually suppressed and Tinubu wasn't overthrown. And they said this is a warning to Tinubu that if he refuses to release Nnamdi Kanu, something will still happen. Now, this is one of the reasons why Tinubu actually wants to witness the next trial for Nnamdi Kanu. Now, I will play you the full video now for you to see everything the way it goes. You will see how Nnamdi Kanu was almost assassinated in the DSS custody by a DSS officer allegedly and all of that. Come and hear things for yourself. Just stay connected. If you can share the video, share it. If you can share it, just like it. Stay connected. I'll come back again.
Honourable Minister, if I may deviate a bit from politics, just quickly, a case currently ongoing, Nnamdi Kanu's case in court. There was a protest on Monday, but he was set to open his defense yesterday, and you were listed as one of his witnesses.
Compelling witness.
Alongside a number of other notable Nigerians, so former Attorney General, some governors, former governors as well, and another minister, Dave Umahi, was listed as well. I do not know if you are aware of this and why it is that you have been listed as one of the witnesses in this case.
And if you see Nnamdi Kanu, you ask him, why did he list me? I did not go to say I want to be a witness. You are the one saying that. So if you see him, ask him, why did you list Wike as one of your witnesses?
Have you not seen it?
I'm coming. I don't list. See, you don't become a witness by reading newspaper. Nobody has served me any process. Nobody has subpoenaed me. So because I saw Wike's listed, therefore I'm going to run helter skelter. No, you don't do that. If I am served, if I am subpoenaed to come and give witness or to give evidence, I must obey the court. I must appear, but not on pages of the newspaper. Nobody does that.
Excellency,
and so as to why I should be listed,
because of the Kanu.
He who chooses me there, you should ask him the question. But if I am invited, if I am supposed to come, go home and sleep. I will be there.
Tinubu is the modern day Afonja in Yoruba land. And he will destroy, because for his sake, the Yoruba race will be in a very serious mess unless they abandon that idiot. I call him an idiot with every reason in the world. He's a certificate forging criminal. Then he went to Toronto University. A drug pusher in Chicago. Go and do your research on Tinubu. A drug pusher. A kleptomaniac extraordinaire. A thief of unimaginable, a life, a living gold, a stealing machine. All of you were there during election. Bank billion van that used to carry money went to his house. All of us, hey, Jagaban, let's go. A thief. He doesn't even end there. He's also a murderer. He was instrumental in the slaughter of young Nigerian youths at your so-called Lekki. Have you all forgotten? Black people, have you all forgotten? The same Tinubu. And to make matters worse, I am 53 years of age. I don't have my age. What for? God created me when he did. This man, before your eyes, all of you so-called Nigerians, lied about his age. He lied about his age. He took 10 years off his age. He is now older than his first daughter by 9 years. And some of you still have the presence of man to have regard for such a person. and you wonder why you are poor as a black person. You wonder why God has virtually abandoned black Africa. You people, you love and you support evil.
Save Nnamdi Kanu and to save the Biafran people. This is urgent. Please, I'm going to be giving you the update and we're going to be praying. You heard that there was an assassination attempt made on Nnamdi Kanu couple of hours ago. You have heard that there was an assassination attempt made on his life at the DSS, that the officer who was assigned to his cell room was seen kicking him. This was what we were told. Who knows if more severe attack must have been meted out to him or carried out on him. Remember the prophecy that I gave, the 4 urgent prophecies I gave on the 18th, just a few days ago, on the 18th of this month, just a couple of days ago. If not for prayers, if not, we have been standing in the gap, and now many of you that have joined us recently now understand what you have been hearing about Maxwell Nnawe and this very platform, this altar of prayer. And those of you that have been following me for a very long time, for many years now, you now understand better that this is a place that God has appointed, an altar that God has appointed to stand in the gap for the Biafran people, to intercede for Nnamdi Kanu. This is beyond a show. This is more than a broadcast. This is not just content creation. This is a divine assignment and mandate that God has given to me for the past 9 good years. And I thank God for the grace of God upon my life. And I thank God for every one of you who have been sharing, helping to spread this very gospel of liberation and emancipation that I've been preaching over these years. The assassination attempt that was made on him. Also remember the coup, the failed coup. Remember the prophecy that I gave. Remember the prayer of judgment that we have been offering from the 26th of September, when the 14 days prophetic prayer started. 7 days with live broadcast and 7 days without live broadcast. That is total of 14 consecutive days. Go back to the broadcast I made on the 26th of September 2025. Watch from the beginning to the end. I said in that prophecy that the man in power, if he refused to let Nnamdi Kanu go, if they refuse to allow him access to quality health care, that the man in power will die in office. That was the prophecy and that was the declaration. That if the man in power refused to release Nnamdi Kanu and allow him access to quality health care, that the man in power will die in office. That was the prophecy and that was the declaration. So when you are hearing about the failed coup, it is God is giving us a sign. God is giving those in power who are in position to release Nnamdi Kanu a sign. And you know that do you know the reason some of them are not understanding what is going on now? Because the message has not gotten to them. These prophecies have not gotten to them. And when I am on air broadcasting and I am saying like and share, it's not that I am looking for popularity. I am already popular by the grace of God. It is for the message to get across to the people, the designated or the people who are the recipient of the prophecy and the message. And if you don't like and share, it can't get out there. And some of you shouldn't be afraid to send messages, prophecies to these people. When I direct you, people you should send messages to, send it to them. God is protecting us. We are going to pray in this broadcast, but I'm going to give you the update that you may have balanced perspective to understand that God actually stepped in on time. All the way from 2020, I gave the first major prophecy about the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu, and I said in that prophecy, I think that prophecy was released either on the 14th or the 10th of July 2020. is on this channel. The title of that prophecy is Powerful Prophecies for Nnamdi Kanu and Chief John Nyanwodo. That was when the former President General for Ohaneze Ndigbo was still in office, Nyanwodo. I gave that prophecy. And in that prophecy I mentioned that they planned to kill Nnamdi Kanu through an aircraft or plane crash. Where does aeroplane take off from? From the airport. Where does aeroplane land? The airport. Where was Nnamdi Kanu kidnapped? In Kenya, Nairobi. Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, Nairobi, Kenya. You remember that he was kidnapped there. That kidnap was supposed to be his death, according to the prophecy. But because we have been standing in the gap to avert loss and death. In fact, I don't even have the strength to be explaining and repeating some things that I've said in so many of my broadcasts. But for the sake of the people who are joining for the first time, that they understand that this prophet Maxwell Nnawihe is not just here for being here sake, just for being here. And when I give you instruction on what to do it. I'm not speaking on my own. I am the echo chamber of the voice of God. What God says is what I repeat. Remember the failed coup plot. Remember the failed coup plot is in line with our prophetic declaration on this altar, beginning from the 26th of September and the 4th of October. You remember the deadline and the judgment. You remember it? The 4th of October, I gave prophecies. Remember that. Don't forget it. That the date they have selected to jail Nnamdi Kanu was the 4th of November. I gave a clear prophecy. Now, on the 18th, I gave a clear prophecy that about 4 prophecies to poison him or to kill him, and I talked about verifying and also checking what he eats, looking into what he eats, what they serve him to eat at the DSS, to verify it, to make sure that they scrutinize it thoroughly. And now it was the person that's supposed to carry out this scrutiny or the verification of what he eats or what he drinks, according to the prophecy, is someone that is ready to lay down their life for the sake of Nnamdi Kanu, the most trusted person or persons. Now, you remember that on the 20th, the younger brother was arrested and taken to Kuje prison, and the lawyer, Barrister Lawyer Jimako, was arrested and also taken to Kuje prison. As we speak right now, they are still remanded at the Kuje prison. Prophecy. If not for the prayers, I also talked about family member. I also talked about a couple of other things which I don't want to repeat. Please remember, I'm giving update, and also we are going to pray because this is urgent. Now, they have attempted to assassinate him. Some people have said because of the names he mentioned to come for witnessing in his trial as he enters defense. But all of these are not happening by accident. God has revealed all this long ago. Now, it is a sign. You people should forward the prophecies to him. The prophetic deadline on the 4th of October, I said that from the 4th of October to the 4th of November, they should allow Nnamdi Kanu access to healthcare. And from the 4th of October to the 14th of December, they should release him. Otherwise, the man in power will die. That was what God said. Otherwise, the man in power will die. That coup failed. In order to give the man in power a second chance to do the needful and let Nnamdi Kanu go, he should not die like Pharaoh in the days of Moses. The man in power should not be too stubborn to end up like Pharaoh. All of you should remember what happened to the former president of Nigeria. You should remember what happened to the former president of Nigeria. Remember what happened to the former president of Nigeria. The man in power and their handlers, both the governors, all the people who have hand in holding Nnamdi Kanu, holding him so tight, thinking that if they release him, heaven and earth will fall. No, let him go. Don't end up like Pharaoh. This is not just one of the pastors or one of the prophets talking so that you be. This is not about to frighten you or to make you to be afraid. This is not content creation. This is a divine message that you cannot challenge successfully and survive. You cannot survive it.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can see that the matter of Nnamdi Kanu, that is the case of Nnamdi Kanu, is actually getting a lot of uproars more than ever before. Now, Very Dark Man came out some days ago and make it known to the general public. It's not only limited to the Very Dark Man. Even Wike came out and make it known to the general public that Tinubu is not even the one that is holding Nnamdi Kanu back in the DSS custody. That Tinubu is just being used by those people that actually want Nnamdi Kanu to remain in DSS custody. They said the people that are actually behind the fact that Nnamdi Kanu remain in DSS custody is the Igbo elite, and at the same time the governors of the eastern part of Nigeria. Those are the Igbo governors. At the same time, some big businessmen in the eastern part of Nigeria and a lot of big political stakeholders in the eastern part of Nigeria. Those are the people that are actually holding Nnamdi Kanu back. It is not even Tinubu. If those people want Nnamdi Kanu to be out of that custody, Nnamdi Kanu will be out. You can see Soludo, the governor of Anambra State, that have been fighting for Nnamdi Kanu right from 2015 and all of that. When he have not become a governor, he was fighting for Nnamdi Kanu, not to be touched, Nnamdi Kanu to be released and all of that. But all of a sudden, the moment he becomes a governor, he even granted an interview in Chinese television by chair of Chinese, where she was asking him about Nnamdi Kanu release and all of that. You can see the way he actually sidelined everything. He said she should not ask him questions as regards Nnamdi Kanu, and this is the particular man that have been fighting for Nnamdi Kanu right from time before. But the moment he becomes governor, he refused to say anything as regards Nnamdi Kanu again. Never wanted to have anything to do with Nnamdi Kanu case. What is that telling you? That's to tell you that there are some big political stakeholders, there are some big political figures that are actually behind the illegal detention of Nnamdi Kanu, and I think they've issued a warning to Soludo that Soludo should not get himself involved in the matter of Nnamdi Kanu. These people have their own personal reason why they don't want Nnamdi Kanu to be out of the DSS detention, and most of these reasons is for their selfish interests, according to report. Now you can see everything that was said in this video. You can see the prophecy that they're actually dishing out and dashing out for Tinubu as regards the release of Nnamdi Kanu. They said if Tinubu refused to release Nnamdi Kanu from the 4th of October to around 14th of December, that Tinubu will lose his life. Those are what that very man actually said in that very prophecy video that I just finished watching. Is this really true? But he mentioned of something that they used the coup that actually wanted to take over Tinubu government recently, that God used that as a warning to Tinubu to release Nnamdi Kanu, that worst thing will still come. Those are what that man actually said in that very video. Now, let us drop a opinion in the comment section on this video. What do you think will happen if Tinubu appear in court just to witness the next trial of Nnamdi Kanu, and the likes of Wike and Hope Uzodinma and all of that, and Dave Umahi, all of them come to the witness box to come and be a witness for Nnamdi Kanu? How do you think it's going to be? What do you think will happen? Do you think this man will be released? He recently escaped an assassination attempt in the DSS dungeon, according to a report. Now, drop a opinion in the comment section on this video as regards everything that was said in this very video as regards Nnamdi Kanu. As I'm gonna get that for you, share, follow me on my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG Watch TV and LAJUPOG Entertainment, and on Instagram at LAJUPOG. Guess what, guys? See you in my next video, and bye for now.
I see the hot for my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious gossip plenty day for body, day for pastor where the line on top be pastor for LAJUPOG Watch TV. Pastor where the back where politician where they do pass himself. Corrupt leader, all the while you waiting for church. All as LAJUPOG Watch TV.